he doesn't know how to deal with punches. He just turtles up and
he's turtling low.
Yeah, it's mainly
it's not like here where you protect everything. It's like he is like fetal position.
It's not turtling. It's please don't hit me. Hello everybody, Not Dead Yet here today, back in a different location with a special guest. This is my friend Paul. If you watched my thank you for subscribing video, you'll know who he is. I mentioned him. But today we are reacting to Will Tennyson's eating, living, and training like Muhammed Ali for a day, which is really interesting because I have a few things to say about Ali, but we'll see what Will has to say about him. And you know, kind of how things go. This is our first time ever watching the video, and apparently I don't entirely know because I haven't seen the video yet, but Will gets boxing lessons, and that is why Paul is here, because I am actually training Paul how to box. So when we get to the boxing lessons, if there are boxing lessons, you guys will get a critique of the boxing from both a coaching standpoint and from a student standpoint. So we'll compare different things like teaching styles and different drills employed, and Paul can kind of give you an insight as to how things are being taught by both me and watching someone else teach somebody else. So that'll be fun, but without further ado, let's start the video. Okay, due to a little bit of technical difficulties regarding sound, I had to switch things up a little bit, but we are back, we are good, let's get started. Probably should have had that recording before I said that, but it's okay. We are recording now, and we are good.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your eyes can't hit what your eyes can't see.
It's the hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. Your eyes can't hit what your... It's the hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. But okay. Okay.
Alright guys, so it is 5:30 a.m. and we are outside about to go for a 6-mile run that he would do in around 40 minutes. So Muhammed Ali loved to run. It was a core part of his training. He loved to run so much that he would oftentimes choose it over public transportation. And having running is such a big part of his training. As a heavyweight, he was known for his endurance and stamina to last all 15 rounds, which is pretty impressive because he's like 50 pounds on me and I can barely make it through one. So we're going to see how it goes, and then for the run, he liked to wear heavy boots.
Yeah.
Some extra leg work, and you know,
it's like what I do now.
Knees, although I've
with
done
your
a lot
big
worse,
boots.
So shut up. That was probably the most uncomfortable run of my life because of the heavy boots. It's really hard on the knees. Like, what are with these boxers? You got Rocky running the streets of Philly in chucks, and now this.
And they get a dark roast coffee.
6 miles in well over 40 minutes. It was like an hour and a half. It's all about just doing it, guys. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go back and make a pretty bland breakfast.
What is with these boxers? It's the mentality. Like, I could go into it, but...
So I am excited to go and train.
Right, so I'm excited to watch you train.
Right now. So Muhammed Ali would train 6 days a week, 3 hours at a time. So I'll put the workout.
Hey, that's what I do.
Now. So as you guys can see, there's no weights. He would do calisthenics and obviously the boxing drills. So one of my buddies, Dylan's been a Muay Thai boxing coach for the past 10 years. He actually competed and did 10 fights in
Muay Thai
and in Thailand.
I did Muay Thai.
Take us through a workout today and try to cover some of the stuff on that workout list.
All right, let's see how good the boxing
guys,
is
so
here.
We're here at the gym, and look who it is. You guys might recognize him. He's my massage therapist, but he's also the trainer today. He's gonna take me through a workout. So you've been doing this for like 10 years, right?
10 years. Switch.
I've been doing this for longer.
Going down.
Yeah.
That is actually something we do. That is, yep. Help with footwork. That actually specifically helps with something called the Ali shuffle, which is something he would do where he would shuffle his feet to confuse his opponent.
Footwork is important because your feet are your foundation for your punches. If you're stepping and your feet are too close, you're gonna lose power.
Yeah.
When you're wide and you have a broad base,
yeah,
is when your power is gonna generate from your feet up to your hands, right?
That's very true, and also in terms of footwork being as your base, you don't want to be too close, your feet to be too close together because you're off balance. If you cross your feet or your feet are too close together and you take a punch, you are going down. Not even if it hurts you. It's just because you don't have the balance to withstand the blows. On top of that, there is the... What am I trying to... Right, it's... I lost my train of thought for a second there. The thing with that, too, is that when your feet are too close together, you only have 2 options to... in terms of movement. You either take a step forward with your front lead leg, or you take a step backward with your back leg in order to widen your stance and move again, which hinders your movement, and that can be a very dangerous thing in the boxing ring because, again, milliseconds make the difference. I think you've figured that out.
Well, if your feet are too close, you try to take a step back to get back to your stance, and at that point, you could take a bigger step back. If you're already in your stance, you'd be either further away, or you'd be able to take a step in to get in if they were caught off guard with a hook
with a punch.
like
Yeah, and also too, even in terms of running away, he's figured this out the hard way fighting me. Those milliseconds count. That extra half step you could have taken to get away might have been the difference between me getting in and me just being able to miss you. So, you know, stuff like that. Footwork is very important.
Here, step back, step across. Step up, step back.
I see nothing wrong with these drills. These are all
start
just
jabbing.
basic.
As you punch, so punch. So you want to come on a straight line.
Yes.
Come back.
Yep, straight in, straight out. One thing I noticed Will is doing wrong here, and I'm actually going to go back and show you guys properly to try and pause it. Do you see what I'm seeing, Paul?
His elbow's out.
Not just his elbow.
His wrist.
Yeah, his wrist. He's doing this. Will, I don't know if you'll ever watch this video, but if you do, hold your hand out, Paul. No, like hold your hand out like a pad. You do not want to do this, because what's going to happen when you put any force behind it is you're going to do this, and your wrist is going to be gone. You talked about how bad running with boots is for your knees. Let me tell you how bad punching like this is for your wrists. Again, if you're worried about your knees, get ready to shake hands quite literally with arthritis. Yeah, like see, like that, like look, you can see it. He's twisting his, like, that is how you break your wrist. Do not do that. That's why you wear hand wraps. Hand wraps are meant to help keep your wrist straight. And also to help kind of give
Or protection.
protect the knuckles, keep your wrist straight, and then when you punch, because your hand's made up of a bunch of tiny bones, your hand expands. Wrapping your hands actually helps keep those bones nice and tight so your fist doesn't expand and you can punch harder. But again, you do not want to do this. I had a coach who actually has some of the bones in his wrist, fused together because of all of this. So anyway. Yeah, like you can clearly see it there. You can clearly see it there. From the side view. Look at his wrist.
Yeah.
Look at his wrist. Especially with a cross, that being your power hand, you really do not want to have your wrist like that. Another thing that I noticed right here in this picture is he is leaning way too far forward with the cross. That leg should be at a 45-degree angle. He's leaning way too far forward, and he's on the tips of his toes. You shouldn't be on the tips of your toes. You should be on the balls of your feet when throwing your cross. Yes, you do twists like that, but your foot should be on, you should be on the ball of your feet, not the tips of your toes. You're extended too far out. That means if you miss your punch, you're going to fall forward, which can be a very dangerous thing because people can use that momentum to make their punch even more powerful when it hits you in the face. Ask a couple of the people I've fought against. I think that happened to you a few times.
Plenty of times. Even if I read a punch wrong, I were a slip in the wrong direction, he could throw absolutely no power in his punch, and it'll feel like a freight train hitting me. Imagine if he actually went hard against me. My head would be off.
It's using your own power against you. It's literally that. It's like sprinting into a wall as opposed to standing still and having something hit you. You know what I mean? He's also very stiff, but that's
20 minutes
to be
per
expected.
workout with skipping. He's actually seen as one of the best skippers in boxing. So, are you a good skipper?
All right, let's see his skipping.
Around. And then back.
That is not that hard. Don't kick back. When you're skipping, you don't want to kick back. He kicked his legs back. You'll see it in the video. You want to always mainly actually try and kick your legs forward or keep your legs straight. Kicking your legs back makes it a lot harder for you to skip because more distance for your feet to travel. You just want to keep it straight jumping up and down. But in terms of general skipping, he's fine from what I've seen in his past videos. It's just when you start, you don't want to kick your legs back. Like, that's perfectly fine. This guy's obviously extremely fluid and knows what he's doing. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He skips a lot. That hurts.
Oh my god. When you have bare feet and you skip?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you find that sometimes when you start skipping that you start here and then you end up over there?
Yes.
Because it said that when he skipped, he'd literally be throughout the whole entire gym. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that happens to me all the time.
It'd be like fun.
People. I remember people were talking to me one time, and they were like, "Every time you skip, I always feel like you're going to just fall backwards. You're leaning back so much," and I don't know why, but yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Step and roll.
Ducking under.
you
See,
went
no, what you. Oh, let's hear what the coach has to say.
This, you actually want your right shoulder forward.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
So try going in the same spot. Keep your elbows tighter.
Yeah, elbows
Yeah,
tighter.
there you go.
This guy's a good coach. This guy knows what he's doing.
All right, so what we're gonna do now is try the rope-a-dope, which is one of the things that Muhammad Ali is famous for in his Rumble in the Jungle fight against George Foreman. When he kind of like put himself into the corner of the thing and just let George go to town on him, tired him out, and then afterwards just came and just completely knocked him out.
I'll explain a little bit of the rope-a-dope after we watch Will attempt it, because there's a reason why the rope-a-dope actually works, and I want to put it out there, but we'll see what happens when Will does it first, because maybe Will have some commentary, or the coach will.
So we're gonna let Dylan just go to town on me, tire him out, then I'm gonna knock him out.
You can tell he's scared. That's the first thing. Like, look at his face. Look at the way he's hiding. That's one of the, you can't be scared. You have to be just willing to stand there, and that's something you actually have to train. It's very hard, especially for people starting out, to step towards a punch. Like, a lot of times when slipping, you're moving into the punch. That's why when he says, like, if you misjudge a punch wrong, you are in danger. Like, you know, it's one of those I'm in danger.
Because when you slip a punch or weave, it's to get to a better position. If they throw and you go to slip, you try to get in closer to counter the body shots he loves to do. Or as if, for me, if he's trying to get in close on me and he throws a hook, me weaving and stepping back would give me my distance to throw my jab out again. Which, two completely different styles. He likes to get in close, me it's far. Movement with slipping, weaving, that's helps with that.
Yeah, so you can't be scared to get hit, because if you close your eyes or you flinch, again, in a game of milliseconds, you need to be able to keep your eyes open. You need to be able to see and not be too scared and turn away. But again, I don't think Will's ever really fought before. This looks like he's ready to fucking...
He's crying in his gloves right now.
Yeah, he's crying in his gloves. Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. Let's see here. See... This isn't the rope-a-dope. This isn't the rope-a-dope. And it's not because Will is a bad fighter. Will's not great, obviously, but this is not the rope-a-dope.
Okay. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, that's Rumble in the Jungle, guys. That's how it happened.
Okay, so I don't think they're talking about it. The rope-a-dope only works is because it was George Foreman, right? The Rumble in the Jungle? Yeah, George Foreman. Is because Foreman was headhunting. Ali's rope-a-dope does not work against a level-headed man. Foreman was pissed at Ali. And that was a key thing of Ali's style. And a lot of counterpuncher styles is to piss off their opponent. And, you know, Ali was so pretty and he had the big smile. And everyone Ali fought wanted to wipe that smug-looking ass smile off his face. And so they headhunted. If you pay attention to the footage of the rope-a-dope, and I'll put it up somewhere around here, Foreman is headhunting. Because Ali is like this. His body is completely exposed. If Foreman would have just dug down and body shot, end of the rope-a-dope. But Foreman wasn't thinking clearly. He was pissed off and he was headhunting. Ali took advantage of that, ducked, slipped around, because the head can move a lot more than the body can. You cannot move your body the same way you can move your head. So what Ali did was he pissed off Foreman to the point that he wasn't thinking clearly, made Foreman want to kill him, and then aim for his head, and then use that to his advantage, and that's what allowed him to slip all those punches. If Foreman was thinking clearly, he would have gone for a body shot. That is the counter to the rope-a-dope. Here in this video, the trainer immediately goes to the bodies with Will. That isn't the rope-a-dope. The rope-a-dope is when your opponent is too stupid to realize that you can just go to the body and tries to headhunt you while you slip it. That's what makes the guy a dope. See, again, this is like the counter to
I
the
didn't really feel
rope-a-dope.
much. Were you like hitting me with a pillow or?
Okay, guys, so we just finished sparring, and now we're gonna do a finisher on the.
I'd love to spar as
So
coach.
what do you got for me here?
Come on, man.
So
I just want to spar. I just want to get into the ring again, man.
Tabata. So we're gonna go 10 seconds on,
Oh.
straights, hooks, transitioning the whole time, and then we're gonna go last 10. We're gonna go burnouts, power shots on them.
Okay.
Ooh, so it's like 10. Okay, we've done this. That is not 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That is just throwing a jab cross for 10
Yeah.
seconds. There it is. That is 10 seconds. Keep it up, Will. Your hands are, you're choo-choo training it. You're chugging along like a train, but
Still.
Now hooks, those are slaps. Those are not hooks. I've said this before in other videos, you don't want to land hooks like this if you can help it. There are times when you do, those are usually when you're throwing a hook long. So if I'm like fighting and Paul's like way across the other end of the ring like he tends to do, and I try to reach for a hook, I will try to maybe slap it and reach out a little bit more. But generally speaking, when you're in close, you want hooks to be nice and tight. The reason why you don't want to slap it like this is, one, it can get you penalized. It is illegal. People seem to get away with it more in the pros, but you get away with a lot of things more in the pros than you do in amateurs. But slapping's illegal, and even if it wasn't, hitting like this, there's the risk of you tweaking your elbow because your fist stays in place but the rest of your arm keeps going. I think I mentioned it in my Jesse James West video, the second one. But yeah, that's not that big a deal. Again, Will's very new and it's just an exercise, but I still want to bring it up.
Left leg. Good. A little higher.
Yeah, but he wants to bring his elbow up more. He's also just cocking his punch back.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Like,
Keep going.
Like you're a carpenter, and I'm pretty sure you've seen less people swing for the fences than him.
We're gonna go power shots to the body. Left side and right. There. Your feet.
He is not using his feet.
That's 4.
It looks like he's hitting with his wrist.
Yeah. He's also really like...
Yep.
Oh, another ad.
Brand new website that was built by top freelancers on Fiverr. It's live.
Okay. Hey, the boxing timer.
How long is that? Minute what?
3 minutes. We don't have to spar the whole. You want to spar the whole?
Oh, are they sparring? Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun. Let's see this. Let's see the sparring.
Let's do it. Okay, wait. Before we start, Muhammad Ali was actually famous for his trash talking. You know, he would actually.
Okay, wait. Are they actually? It's probably light sparring or touch sparring because I don't see any mouth guards or headgear.
Headgear, yeah.
Like again, headgear I can. Like, obviously you shouldn't spar without headgear, but I can see it if they want to look cool and if they're going light, but mouth guards are a necessity.
Yeah.
Make up like lines and like lyrics, like that famous one, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah. Is that what you're gonna do right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna sting you like a bee.
Is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Where's the mouth
You call them
guards?
Ugly. So you're ugly, man. You're ugly, man.
Ouch.
Jeez.
Jesus.
See, like that there. You can tell that he's scared. You can tell that he's scared. Just by the way he's standing, he's leaning back like this. He doesn't want to get hit. He's too scared to get hit. You can't be like that. Yeah, even simply like, I'm off balance. You want to even people who actually have a lean back style, there's a way to do a lean back style, but it's all in the feet. You don't lean back your body like this. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he's obviously a little scared, but like, I'm here to point out flaws like that, so I kind of have to be a little bit harsh on him.
He is the coach, so...
Yeah, So, again...
There's a lot of things, even when I would train with him, starting, it'd be, here, do shot boxing, I'll see what you're doing. I've been boxing for about a year and a bit, so like I know how to throw a jab across, but still, there's times where I go, jab cross, oh, you need to turn your feet, where I don't realize it sometimes.
Yeah, like things happen. You know, people are imperfect. But with Will here, he's scared. And if I were his coach, one of the first things I would be trying to drill into him is not to be scared. And the thing is, too, the only real way to drill into not being scared is to just continuously get hit. You need to get used to getting punched, and eventually you'll just stop being scared. There's not really too much you can do to train fearlessness.
Yeah, it just happens over time.
Yeah, which is why I'm not being I'm being harsh on him in terms of explaining it, but I'm not being like angry or rude to Will, because again, this is his first real boxing class.
Yeah.
So and obviously I'm pretty sure this trainer wouldn't be sparring with him on his first day, but it's for the video, so I'm being a little bit more understanding, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be any less harsh when I critique his fighting. Like right here, he's overhand city, population Will.
Let's go.
Okay, and now he's turtling. I'd love to spar his coach, man. Like, he looks like a good fighter. I haven't sparred him forever. See, like, but even that, when he took that double jab, he turned his head away like this. You can't do that for 3 reasons. 1, it looks bad in front of the judges if you're doing this. It looks like you're losing. 2, off balance. Like, what kind of balance do you have when you're tilted like this? And 3, eyes off your opponent. You never take your eyes off your opponent. Even in things like the UFC or in MMA, you need to be incredibly skilled to pull off back fists or spinning back kicks because you need an incredible amount of skill to take your eyes off your opponent.
And me personally watching that, it's if you were to take, what was it, first Japanese glove, you get scared, your head's back like this. If they see that, then go with an overhand, and instead of it being, we'll say, to your face, it's right across the chin and down, which...
Yeah, especially with overhands, because overhands tend to come up and down. So, again, imagine something coming up and then down on your chin. Another thing, too, leaning back like that also exposes your stomach. There's a lot of reasons why you can't do that.
Of course, he's not taking it as seriously as Muhammad Ali was.
Yeah, or me, but you know, it's still something that I need to critique. See, like, he clearly doesn't know what to, like, he's playing around, but he clearly doesn't know what to do. Like, he gets overwhelmed. But
Yeah.
You actually got me nice there.
Very Muhammad Ali.
You actually got me nice there. Those punches had no power behind them, and I can tell. He's also very stiff. He's in like a horse riding stance almost. See, like, he doesn't know how to deal with punches. He just turtles up and
he's turtling low.
Yeah, it's mainly
it's not like here where you're protecting everything. It's like he is like fetal position.
It's not turtling. It's please don't hit me. There's a difference between turtling, waiting for a good opportunity, and God, please don't hit me. And Will is please don't hit me. Cross. This doesn't work. There is such thing as a cross guard. George Foreman used it, but this doesn't work. There's so many openings like this, and you have no power here. I had someone try and do this to me, so you know what I did? I did a solid cross right to the center of the X, and he punched himself in the face. This, you know, it's the stereotypical anime block where they go like this. This is not an effective block. There are 4 openings.
Each opening, there's 4 triangles 4. There.
Yeah, like, and if you go up like this, your entire body's exposed. It's not a good open.
If you want to taste your lunch again, then you know what, go for it.
Yeah,
you know, if you're my opponent, you're doing that, I encourage it.
That's the
thing.
Feel free. That's the thing. It's like never. I think it was George St. Pierre that said, "Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake." Hey, okay. I think I also muted this. Yeah, but there you go. He pulled down his guard and fired off. That's something I've been teaching you. Pull down the guard. That is something you can do, and again, that is something that is excessively easy to do here. I'm not going to go too deep into it. These are boxing specifics, really. But even here, you can see right here how ineffective that guard is. Because look how open that's an easy body shot.
And even he can do that and not be scared. Because like from here, there's no power for him to hit him in the head or go for a body shot.
Yeah, like, that's very true. Like, what punch can you throw from this position? You can't.
You could tap him, he'll be like, and he'll just be like...
Yeah, but there's no real... You can't generate any real power from this position. This is a much better turtling stance. Elbows. You rest your elbows on your rib cage. Push them in. Bring your arms up to where they naturally fall. That's usually around cheekbones. But you can also kind of scrouch up, bring your shoulders up, bring your neck down, which should bring your hands up to about your eyebrows, which should cover most of your face if you're wearing gloves. And then you peek through the little openings in between your forearms and wait for the right opportunity. Will, if you, again, just like I extended the offer to Jesse James, Will, if you're ever interested in working with me, I would love to work with you. You would be getting one of the best amateur boxers in Canada. Yeah, I think it'd be a fun time. I'd also love to spar your coach. He seems like someone who would actually give me a decent spar, so let me know. Oh, we muted ourselves again.
Smooth.
Thank you.
There. Okay, you got this? Oh, no. There we go.
That body shot probably hurt him.
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell.
One more round.
Are they wearing mouth guards? Maybe they're just thin, clear mouth guards.
Maybe.
Or maybe that's why they're only going for the... No, they're going to the head. If they're not wearing mouth guards, this is stupid. If they are wearing mouth guards, they should be wearing headgear. But it's very clear that they're going super light. That tap, you can tell that tap to the head hurt him. Because he got a light tap with a jab to the head, and he just immediately fucking covered up.
Oh no,
You saw that, right? Yeah.
Like, even if you freaking were to go back.
Yeah. Watch it. Boop, there he is, there he goes.
It caught him, not straight, caught him right on the side, but it pushed his head just enough for him to think
Feel it.
twice. Go, oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
fuck.
he felt
Oh no.
it. He felt that, yep. And again, look, you don't want, oh, by the way, actually, you don't want a turtle like this, because what you're asking for is to have your guard split open by a powerful uppercut. Like, just boom! Splits open the guard, and your head goes flying back up into the ceiling.
Even if one doesn't break it, if there's no punch you can throw much from there, so it's you cock your arm back, you can give a shot, and easily you can just
machine gun
him.
uppercuts, just boom, 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 until you go down. You do not want to never bend at the waist, because bending at the waist is asking for an uppercut. It's all in the legs. He just got hit to the body. He felt that. Now he's tiring out. Leg sweep.
One thing he always did have was respect for anyone who he beat him too.
Yeah.
Even though he thought he was the greatest of all time, he actually probably was the greatest of all time.
He was, definitely.
He had respect.
Debatable. I don't really like Ali as a person. If Will gets into it, I might get into it. If not, I might make a full video on why I'm not the biggest fan of Ali. I think he was a good boxer. He definitely was a great boxer. I don't personally even really like the style of boxing he popularized, but I think he is undeniably a good boxer. But again,
I don't think he's the best though.
that a lot of people think he is. He's I will agree, arguably the best, but I wouldn't say definitively. I'd say far from definitively the best.
He was the first one to admit he's got to get better. That's what it's all about. It's a true athlete. Yeah. So I think that's gonna wrap up the boxing for today. I feel a little bit concussed, like I'm gonna vomit.
Dude.
He said a little bit concussed, feel like vomiting. The amount of power that his coach put into literally no punches except for with the body bag, and even then he didn't go full power.
I know. It's a joke. I know it's a joke. I know before you get those keyboard words, be like, "Oh, you're a bunch of fucking dumbasses." Of course, it's a joke. No, like we know, but like
there's still something
to us. The level of exaggeration in that is kind of unreal. I know for the normal person, it'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, like that." It probably wouldn't be an exaggeration, but it's like, dude, if you think that's bad, live a day in my life. Like, live a day in my life when I was 8 years old, you would not survive. And I mean that. Like, this is not an exaggeration. Me at 8 years old, he would not be able to go through my workout. And me at 8 years old would probably be able to kick his ass 6 ways to Sunday.
Well, I am going to wrap up the video here. So a lot of us see Muhammad Ali as just being the boxer, but there was so much more to him. He was such an incredibly inspiring human being.
And yes, there was a lot more to the guy. I'm not going to touch on it here because this video is long enough, but I will eventually make a video on the man, Muhammad Ali. Not the myth, not the legend, the man, Muhammad Ali.
That left a legacy behind. It was such an honor being able to do this tribute for him. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright, that was it. So yeah, nothing really to say. It's kind of everything I expected. I didn't really know what to expect from his coach. His coach definitely knows what he's doing.
And if that was his first class, he didn't seem that bad.
No, he's okay. He's okay. He's a beginner, and that's
it's as expected as anyone starting.
There's nothing. He's no prodigy. He's no anything else. So yeah, that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. Like, comment, do whatever, because everybody knows that if I say that, you'll do it. And that's why. That's why I need to say that now to continue growing, right? So yeah, do everything, whatever. Check out my PayPal and give me money. And until the next video, I'm not dead yet. Neither is he, and if you aren't either, there's always a tomorrow waiting for you.